Hello everybody, this is Mr. Morfetto, and I'm here with another Dragon Ball Super topic, and today I'd like to talk about Master Roshi. More importantly, I'd like to talk about how I feel that Master Roshi should have died at the Tournament of Power. So let me start by explaining that in Dragon Ball, death hasn't mattered for a very long time. The last time a death happened in Dragon Ball and it was permanent was when Android 16 was killed by Cell, and he wasn't able to come back because he was a full android and he wasn't part human like Android 17 and 18 were. And people remember Android 16's death because, not only because of the Super Saiyan 2 transformation, but because it's very rare for a main character or a character in Dragon Ball who's on the good side to stay dead permanently. Last time death mattered in the show was the Cell arc. Once we got to the Buu arc, after that you knew everybody was coming back if you died in a story, because as long as one main character survived, they could go to Planet Namek and wish everybody back, especially after they revealed that the Namek Dragon Balls can now revive a mass amount of people with one wish. Which, by removing these limitations from the Dragon Balls, they really took the stakes away from any future arcs moving forward, especially in Dragon Ball Super. When Piccolo sacrificed himself to save Gohan in the Frieza Resurrection arc in Super, it meant nothing. He was back before we knew it. Off screen, they revived him using the Dragon Balls. It was very anticlimactic. It was nowhere near as touching as when he sacrificed himself for Gohan back in the Saiyan arc, because we didn't know about the Namekian Dragon Balls yet. And we didn't know we'd be getting Chaozu and Tenshinhan and Yamcha and Piccolo back. There was a chance that they weren't coming back. There was a good chance that Chaozu couldn't come back because he had already died once. That was one of my favorite rules in the Dragon Balls, that you could only be brought back one time. And yes, you can work around it, kind of how like the Grand Supreme Kai brought Goku back in the Buu arc by giving his life to him. They could find ways to bring characters back if they had to, like Goku, who's very important to the story, so they still could have done that. Goku could have died twice with Cell and when Piccolo killed him with the special beam cannon. But back to the topic. Master Roshi should have died at the Tournament of Power because it was his renaissance. In Dragon Ball Super, Roshi got to come back and fight against the Frieza's army, which was nostalgic and fun and exciting, especially in the Resurrection of Frieza movie. And then he got an ass pull of a power-up in the Tournament of Power recruitment arc, where he beat down Tenshinhan, and we are basically told that Master Roshi has been training off-screen this whole time, which is fine. It's fine. It's acceptable. Roshi is an OG Dragon Ball character, and I always get very excited when an OG Dragon Ball character gets a little bit of the spotlight. One of my favorite moments in all of Dragon Ball is when Tenshinhan held second form Cell back so Android 18 and 16 could escape. Seeing these characters who have been pushed aside for so long, like Master Roshi, like Tenshinhan, like Krillin, and now even Piccolo, when they get these moments, it makes me happy. It makes a lot of fans of the original source material, of the original OG Dragon Ball, very happy. And to see Master Roshi get such a spotlight in the Tournament of Power, pulling out the evil containment wave, or the Mafuba, using a super Kamehameha wave, using all of his ki to the point in the tournament, eliminating a lot of competitors unexpectedly, surviving longer than anybody thought he would. And I hear in the Dragon Ball Super manga, he even goes toe-to-toe with Jiren for a minute, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Master Roshi is a great character, and this is the ultimate Renaissance moment. The writers wanted to give him something so people would remember. This was for fans of OG Dragon Ball. Master Roshi almost died in the Tournament of Power, and it was a sad, touching moment when Goku had to run over and do some kind of key CPR to Master Roshi, and it was actually very touching, and you didn't know that he was going to wake back up. The problem was he woke back up, and he was fine, and he actually went on and did more stuff after that. I think what they should have done is have Master Roshi say that touching speech that he hasn't said since OG Dragon Ball, about how in move well, learn well, play well, eat well, rest well. The Kami Turtle style is with you. Master Roshi said to Krillin and Goku while they trained, and then again here in the Tournament of Power. It was fantastic. It was nostalgic. It was everything Master Roshi needed for his final hurrah. And I know what you're going to say, that Master Roshi would have just have come back with the Dragon Balls later on in the series. And that's what I would want everybody to think. And it would have been great, because Master Roshi would die. Goku would get a rage boost of power, which would give Goku a reason to keep getting these ass pull power-ups, even though he keeps getting his ass kicked by Jiren, but he keeps coming back. But it would have been great to have Roshi in the back of his mind, knowing that he has to win not only for everybody else, but he just saw his master die in his arms for a tournament that he's partly responsible for happening. In a lot of ways, he could feel like Roshi should never have been there, but Roshi put everything into it. He eliminated a good handful of opponents. I would have made it so the last opponent Roshi eliminated with that Super Kamehameha wave would have been Frost, and it would have been a main antagonist. He keeps knocking out characters like Krillin sneakily, so it would have been a great person to knock out, not the Donald Duck looking guy. But yeah, Master Roshi dies, keeps Goku moving forward. The fans think, well, once this is over, they'll bring Roshi back with the one wish from the Super Dragon Balls. Off topic, Super Dragon Balls is one of the worst decisions Dragon Ball Super ever had. We don't need another set of Dragon Balls, especially a stronger, more powerful set of Dragon Balls that are planet-sized Dragon Balls. It's poor writing. Why would there be some super giant Namekian god that made these Dragon Balls? I don't know. If you wanted to have more Dragon Balls, they could have had them in Universes 6 as Namekians or something, but we didn't need more powerful Dragon Balls. We already had two very powerful sets of Dragon Balls as it is. But yeah, we win the Tournament of Power. Android 17 makes the wish, bringing back all the universes, basically making this whole tournament pointless because everybody's back. The only thing that's changed is we now have Ultra Instinct to talk about, and that, in my mind, isn't enough. We need something to remember this arc, and nothing better than everybody being brought back, all the universes returning to existence. But after the wish is done, Roshi doesn't come back. And, you know, you could say, well, we gotta just wish him back individually with the Earth Dragon Balls or the Namekian Dragon Balls or something. No, what we're gonna find out, in what I would have done, is have the priest, the Grand Priest or Zeno, tell Goku that if you die here in the void where the Tournament of Power took place, there's no coming back. There's no returning from death if you die here. And that is why the rules were you could not kill, because there's no returning to life after that. It's over. They're gone. It would have been a great send-off to an amazing original character. Master Roshi is deserved this send-off for probably his last major hurrah in the entire series. I would be very surprised if he ever comes back and does anything as memorable as this. It would have made the Tournament of Power mean more. It would have been remembered. It would have changed Dragon Ball permanently moving forward. You would never see Master Roshi in the afterlife. It would just be it. Master Roshi could rest. He could retire with some major dignity. He would get his moment, and I personally hope they give those type of moments to all the OG characters that aren't being used properly in Super, because the Dragon Ball Super is the Vegeta and Goku show, and if they want to pass the torch on to Oob and Kid Trunks and Goten and maybe Gohan, they need to start letting these characters go. Retirement, or like with Ten Shinhan School, just let him be a teacher. If they're not going to use these characters that are so beloved by original Dragon Ball fans like myself, let them go out with some dignity, let them go out with a sacrifice, let them go out on their own terms, like Master Roshi would have if he died at the Tournament of Power. Thank you for listening. What do you think? Do you think that death needs to start mattering in the Dragon Ball franchise? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think Master Roshi was fine surviving from that point on? Like I said, I think that would have been the most memorable moment of the entire Tournament of Power, especially at the very end when we find out there's no coming back for Master Roshi. He's been around for so many years. It would have been the greatest send-off for an OG character. Everybody would still be talking about it. Thank you. Please like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. This is Mr. Morfetto, signing off.